last 4 games, and then of course hope somebody loses 1 or 2 for them to get out of 5th place. But they're gonna one of the Quebec teams and the Temiskaming or St. Marie, Ville Marie, and so it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens.
More on the line, I think, tonight for these Bradford Rattlers. They're only sitting 4 points behind first place Almaguin Spartans, and they have 2 games in hand. So games underway. Rattlers with early pressure in the night zone, working the puck around nicely in behind the goal. That's number 12, Cameron Nealon. Nealon's taken down. They keep it in. That hits the meshing, and the face-off's going to come outside the Meaford zone. So take a look at the head-to-head. Rattlers having a great season at 28-9-0. Knights 20-13-5. Those 5 ties translate those into wins. 5 extra points. The Knights will be looking different. Goals for, very close. Goals against, Knights have allowed 144 as compared to Bradford's 108.
108, that means that they're getting some solid goaltending, and of course, Meaford have to solve that problem real quick tonight.
Again, they're going to get a very hot goalkeeper in the Rattlers' goal by the name of Alan Manarian. See how they can solve him. I know they did not on Sunday night in the 9-0 loss. Shot, scores!
Well, you know, that's just what happens in your own zone. They started fooling around with that puck in the zone and couldn't get control of it, and that was just a quick poke check, and goaltender wasn't ready more. Izzo didn't even see it there.
Let's watch here. He basically was just stick checking the Meaford defenseman right there, and Rafael Izzo, as you said, was not ready for that.
He stick checked and put a nice and right off the bat, they're not just giving it a minute and a half old, and Rattlers are up 1-0.
Now the Knights, here's Langowski. Langowski is going to clear it off the boards deep in chasing after it. There's number 15, Tyler Strutz. But the Rattlers trying to get out of their own zone, being hounded by Tyler Strutz.
Well, Meaford has to play this game like a playoff game. You know, they got to come out here and they've got to up the intensity. They just can't mail this thing in because they know playoffs are coming. If they want to do well in the playoffs, they got to start gearing up right now. Last 3 or 4 games of the season.
Knights pick it off. Here's Bolduc, scores! Great job. What a job in there by. That was started by number 10, Daniels Lega. Actually, Strutz and Daniels Lega created that turnover, and Bolduc was able to pick up that loose puck and put it home. That's a working man's goal. Let's take a look.
You're going to see in the corner, they go after the puck, and then they'll come back out. There's Bolduc getting set and just bumps it and puts it away. Good job.
You couldn't see it on the replay, but Tyler Strutz put that initial pressure on. Daniels Lega then picked up the puck, put it out front to Bolduc, and we have a 1-1 tie.
Well, that's the way to come back. You make a mistake in your own zone, you can back out and tie it up and then put this game right back at even. That's a great move by the Knights.
Shot up high there by number 91, Brandon Farrell. There's a shot tipped in front again by Farrell. Puck comes off a skate, comes to Will Vernon. He's back fresh off of a couple of game suspension, so good to see Will back in the lineup. Puck's cleared right on. Izu's going to cover that one up.
Vernon is a wily vet, and he doesn't make too many mistakes back there. And but he's got to start bringing his game. And Matthew Tozer's getting out unassisted. So
17:39 remaining here in period number 1. 2 very quick goals. Bradford opened the scoring early, but the Knights answer right back with one of their own. So we could be in for our barn burner here tonight, Gord.
Well, could be.
Shot right down by McLean. Knights are able to chip it out. Now here comes number 66. That's Daniel Bureau. Puck is in the skates of a Bradford player. That's going to go for icing all the way down, and it's going to come all the way back into the Bradford zone. But right now, these two teams look like they did the last time they met here in Meaford. Evenly matched here so far in the, mind you, not even 3 minutes gone in this first period, but good end-to-end action.
Well, I think Meaford's a better hockey hockey team than what they've been showing the last little while. They just got to get it in their heads that they can play this game, and I think they're a much better team than what we've been seeing.
I agree they are, and just trying to bring it together. Here's number 17, Liam Sweeney. Sweeney gets around. Very fortunate that he did not get a call for a hold there. But now here comes Callum Queenan, the pride of Whiteley Bay, gets his shot on. Always a good shot, get that on net and force a face-off in the other team's zone.
Maneri showed a good glove hand that time as Queenan got that puck away, and he got it away quickly. And, of course, he was up top of the paint and they would pick it off without too much trouble. Those are the kind of goals that shots you got to stop, and he was equal to the task.
Callum Queenan played here, of course, last year, and he has surpassed his point total already this year with about 6 games remaining. So he's definitely had a good season for the Knights. Fan favorite at that. Puck comes in around the goal. Good job by Pereira to pressure it. Eric Lowry's going to tip it back to Pereira. Now the Rattlers trying to get out. They can't. Daniel Bureau is on the line now with Pereira and Lowry. Pereira, Lowry, and Heineman were the members of this line. Here's a shot right down. That's tipped in front. That goes wide.
He's got a piece of it, too, as they found its mark on the tip.
Rattle is circling around now, trying to get the pressure, and now coming away with Daniel Bureau. He's got Pereira with him. Shot, big rebound. That Justin Pereira, I was impressed with that young man when he played for the Orangeville Ice Crushers a couple seasons ago, but and was quite happy to see that the Knights had signed him this year. And he's had a great season for the Knights as well. He's an impact player, always moving, buzzing like a bee all over the ice.
Well, I certainly agree with you on that one. He's had a good season so far, and being as young as he is, too, he's got some future here with the Knights.
And he certainly does love playing for Meaford. He wanted to come here. Here comes the shot right on Izu. That just goes wide. Willie Vernon chips it around. Can he get it out? Daniels Lega chases after it. Here's Strutz. Tyler Strutz in front. Daniels Lega. Shot. Oh, what a save in there by Maneri.
Oh, Maneri made a beautiful pad save as he followed that the player across the goal crease and managed to get a piece of the puck.
Shot right on. Where is it? Is it in?
It's under Maneri.
Nope. Maneri got into that, but there's that line again.
The official right on the goalpost, right on top, but he knew the puck didn't cross the goal. No,
this line of Tyler Strutz, Mitch Bolduc, and who was the third member of that line? Oh, Daniels Lega. They have really caused havoc for the Rattlers.
They got great speed, and they're able to handle the puck well and be able to move it in on goal, and that's what you need to be able to do is skate, and that line can really motor.
Jack Underhill's out there now. Here's Underhill. Plays it over, shot. That just misses. Jason Stone with his first ice time tonight. Stopped in there by Bureau. Shot. That took about 2 or 3 hops before Maneri was able to grab that. That puck was bouncing around like a ping pong ball.
Maneri's dialed in. You can tell he's made three really good saves. The glove save originally, but those last 2 have been really dynamite. So it'll last a little while.
That's a high stick. That face-off's going to come to the right of Maneri.
Went up into the rafters of the arena and then just dropped right down.
Now here come the Rattlers out of their own zone. Here's Talipov, over the line. Shot, that goes well over top of the net. That's going to come all the way back out into the Rattler zone. Here's Reznikowski. Knights pick it up. Coming out of their own zone, taking their time. Julian Delp gets it over the line, but that's as far as he can get. That could have been dangerous. Skylar Robertson had his man lined up, but he just looked up at the last moment to probably save from being decapitated. Big hit over there. Ethan Cornford was taken down hard. Knights doing a really good job of keeping the Rattlers off balance here, I think, Gord.
Well, so far, that's exactly right. The Knights are taking it to the Rattlers. It's 1-1, and there's the shot that goes off the goaltender up into the screening. But, Yeah, you're right. There's a little bit more jumping. I don't care what hockey team you play for. You get beat 9-0. You want to come back. You want to show that you're a lot better than that. So far, Meaford is there's young Nathan Parrish standing on the bench, giving some words of wisdom to one of the players. And
Well, he's young looking there. I was in the office there talking to him prior to the game, and I mentioned he seems to have a few more gray hairs this year than what he had at the start of the season.
I think that has nothing to do with his age. That has to be the fact that he's a general manager of a junior A club that.
Everything to do with the fact that he's GM and head coach of a junior A hockey team. So, face off again to the right of Maneri. All knotted up at ones.
Very personal young man. Actually enjoyed working with Nathan with the hockey club, and he's gives us all the information we need. Very supportive, and
and he has been since this is nearing the end of year number 3 for me as play-by-play announcer for the Knights, and I have nothing but respect and good things to say about Nathan Parrish. He's always been very forthcoming with information and getting us, as you said, getting us ready for each and every broadcast on Rogers. Here's Bolduc. He's going to fire right into the crest. Maneri covers that up, but that's the entire Meaford Knights organization as far as I'm concerned. And, all right, let's take a look at the scoring leaders. As we said, Tyler Strutz, he's been at the top all season long, 48 points. Skylar Robertson came from nowhere there. He was lingering down. He's been in the top 10, but not there at 35 points.
Well, he's got 11 goals, but his forte is setting him up, so he's sitting in second spot. But Strutz has done all year long, and he has got to start. He's having to struggle a little bit the last little while, but he's got to bring that A game in, which we know he has.
And he certainly does. There was I think it was the last game of the game, or the game against Elmagwin, where it was his line that scored all 4 goals in that game. So he scored. Actually, he had a 4-point game. He had 2 goals and 2 assists in that one. So definitely a great add again. Skylar Robertson played for the Grey Highland Bravehearts. So here's a 2-on-1 shaping up. Puck. Oh my goodness. Just a little too hot to handle there for number 15. That was Dimitri Karasini. Puck goes out and all the way down the ice. Referees say no icing. Didn't have enough to get there anyway. Lowry, can he cut it off? Nope. Here comes number 22. That's Ivan Radetzky. Radetzky's taken in hard on the boards. He didn't like that. He's looking at the referee. There's an extra jab. That player's going to the box. Took a little extra jab at the goalkeeper, number 12.
I agree with that kind of penalty. We're seeing an awful lot of things happening with the goaltenders, both in National Hockey League and the OHL. And
Cameron Nealon's going for slashing. I do agree with it. The Bradford coach is not happy with that call, but I agree. Izzo had that puck covered up, and number 12, Cameron Nealon, came in and gave him a little chop on the way.
Well, he gave him the chop, and the next thing you know, the other players are wandering around to get the scuffles, to get the stuff. Goaltenders lately have been being assaulted and and hammered and whatever else you want to call it in all the leagues. And
shot right on.
Allowed to get away with it. I'm glad they made that call.
I understand the call, too. I mean, I was a goaltender at one time, but it stops any kind of, it deters any kind of rough stuff after the play if the referee's made that call. The referee makes that call. You're setting up for problems, but the referee diffused it by calling the penalty. So.
Once a goaltender has the puck, they should not be allowed to touch the goaltender. Should be a 2-minute minor immediately.
Yep.
And even the face wash with the skates.
I agree. That's an unsportsmanlike penalty all day long, as far as I'm concerned. That puck goes all the way down the ice. Izu, very good on the puck handle. Knights pick it up now. Here comes Langowski over the line. He loses the handle, but keeps it around. Puts it in front. Can they get the shot away loose in front? Good job by Bolduc to hack that one down. Fires. Knight player, I think it was Bolduc, ended up on the seat of his pants, but good traffic in front of the goal by the Knights.
Well, that's the best 30 seconds of power play that I've seen in a long time from Meaford, and they had had control of the puck in the zone, got some shots on goal, had some scoring chances, and that's exactly what you have to do. And last week when we did the game, there was very little.
Here's a shot, Cornford. Ethan Cornford has been on fire of late for the Knights. He's been on the score sheet, I think, for at least the last 4 or 5 games.
And not Sunday. Not Sunday he wasn't on.
No, it definitely wasn't on Sunday. Well, he might have had a penalty. I'm just saving myself right there. I don't know if he had it. He doesn't take many penalties.
No, he doesn't.
But he's a native of Melbourne, Australia. And it's summertime in Australia right now, and they've got melting pavement and all kinds of stuff going on. So he doesn't mind being here, and it's a little bit cooler. Here comes the puck. Oh, can he get it around? There's a shot right on Maneri. Hugs the post, makes that save. Referee blows it down.
I wonder if he's been ever involved with Aussie rules football. That's one of my favorite sports.
I love that myself. I do.
My son Rob played that in Toronto for the Toronto Blues, Central Blues, and that's my favorite team too down in Australia. I get a chance to watch that. I watch it all the time.
Incredibly nasty sport, but it is a lot of fun to watch. You're right.
The skill level is unbelievable.
It's amazing. Shot tipped in front. Another one. Where is it? Oh, just went wide.
Whoa, that was so close.
Maneri did not know where that was, and luckily for him, it went wide. Izu has that jump over his stick. There's Hampus Wall, gets it back to Willie Vernon. Vernon takes a look, plays it to Langowski. Or sorry, that's Daniels Lega. Daniels Lega over the line, takes a look, plays it back. Vernon! Oh my goodness, good save, Maneri. That must have been a 4-minute penalty.
I think so too.
He got 4, yeah. It must have been an unsportsmanlike thrown in there as well. Just took a look at the penalty clock. I thought it was just a single minor, but it must have been a double.
It is, by the looks of it.
Daniels Lega takes a shot. That goes off of a stick and wide. Here come the Rattlers. Romani shot. Oh, good save. Andy Romani with a great opportunity there, but Izu gets a blocker on it. He's going to freeze that in the Rattlers' goal. See, the Knights are wearing their, I really like this new uniform that they brought out this year, the new black with the red and white.
Yeah, me too. I always
on it.
I always like a black uniform, I think, and a nice trim. And, yeah, I think it's far better than the Montreal Canadiens style jersey that they had.
Yeah, I totally agree. Knights trying to keep it in. They do. Bolduc plays it back to Struts. 2 forwards back there. Shot goes right on. Deflected wide. Now here's Callum Queenan. He's going to get back into his own zone. Good job in there by 14. That's Adam Brieske. He's putting the pressure on in there for the Rattlers. Under a minute remaining in the power play. Here comes Langowski. Shot goes wide. Julian Delp goes after it. He's pushed off the puck. There's going to be a Knights penalty here. I think it's going to go to Ethan Cornford. I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, they'll play 4-on-4 for the next 37 minutes, but the Cornfield
slashing call coming up, and it is Ethan Cornford going for slashing.
Cornford's going to get a penalty, and that nullifies the power play. They'll play 4-on-4, like I said, for 30 seconds, 7 seconds.
I think maybe I jinxed the young man. I said about him getting a penalty in Bradford.
I think Meaford should be really, really bad, really good, because they had good pressure. Unfortunately, they just weren't rewarded, but that's the best power play I've seen them have in a while. And if they keep that up...
Nice snag in there by Izu. He's got the glove working. I agree, Gord. At points earlier in the season, their power play didn't have much definition to it, let's put it that way, and it looked much better here tonight.
Well, last week they were down. They lost the game 5-0, or 5-1, I think it was. But
5-0, you're right.
5-0, and they had opportunity after opportunity in the power play, and nothing came out of it. And this week, so far I've seen them moving the puck nicely. It's kept in the zone.
Lowry fires. That goes off a skate. Yeah, I think at least 3 games in the past month or so, they've gone 0 for 8 on the power play. So shot, that just misses.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Maneri got just a tip of his glove on it as it whipped by, and just enough to change the direction.
That was a bullet by Justin Pereira.
It was.
Now here's McLean. He's going to wait for his teammate to clear the zone. Now the Rattlers are on the power play. That might be too many men. Nope. Just about a minute remaining here in the Meaford penalty to Ethan Cornford. So the Rattlers would like to get something going here as quick as they can. Bring it in over the line, setting up. Plays it into number 17, Liam Sweeney. Sweeney is being watched in there by Jason Stone. Stone gets his stick up into Sweeney's face, but no call. Knight's doing a good job keeping them to the outside and forces an error. That's what you want to do, Gord.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They did exactly as you said. They made them make the mistake, made him move the puck quicker, and it went outside the zone. So.
And out it comes again. Good hustle by the Knights. And here's Jason Stone. Don't play with it. Get it out of there. Hang on to that puck too long.
And he did that time. He didn't clear it.
10 seconds remaining now in the power play. Shot, that misses. Langowski. Puck comes around to number 68. That's Mashkoff. Mashkoff tried to go backdoor, but Langowski, very smart play. He saw that and got a stick in the way and took that opportunity away from the Rattlers. We're back to 5-on-5 now. Here's Daniels Lega. Oh, he tried to hit Daniel Bureau, but it bounced over his stick. Bureau's in there battling. Here's Daniels Lega. Lega plays it back to Bolduc. He gets it back to Daniels Lega. There's shot. Will Vernon goes off the blocker. Daniel McCall is stopped. He is caught flat-footed, but luckily, number 8 for the Knights, Mitch Bolduc, saw that, and he got back and covered for Daniel McCall.
I'll tell you, Neil and Cameron Nealon just right through the zone and did a tremendous job. Crew refreshments provided by Amici's Traditional Pizza. I tell you, they did just a tremendous job. They're friends for life as far as I'm concerned. They 519-538-6805, 334 Sykes Street, South Meaford, Ontario. Always freshly cooked, and it is probably the best in the Tri-Counties. Folks, they support us, so please buy locally. We would certainly appreciate it. Thanks so much.
I was a little bit hungry, so I got into that first pizza real quick tonight, and I'll tell you what, I paid for it. The darn thing was still hot, like it just came out of the oven and burned my mouth.
He warned you. The guy said he warned you. He said it came out of the oven, so he's...
But I figured the distance that it traveled to get here, but no, it was hot and fresh, and it was darn good.
Well, you know, they've got those heat bags so that they keep everything warm. So
puck's going to go all the way back. Referee says no icing. Here's number 6. That's a Laval Jerry. He can't get through. Will Vernon just about got in there by himself, coming up from his defensive position. Vernon's been known to bury a few. Rattlers cycle the puck back around. Oh, that hit up. Callum Queenan would have had that one, but that hit, it's almost like an invisible skate was over there and kicked the puck back.
Well, hit something on the boards and took a funny bounce.
Yeah, something sticking out of the boards over there. Izu kicks it aside, comes back around in front. Now the Knights are able to get it out. McLean stops it just outside the Meaford blue line. He takes a look, brings it back in. There's a chance in front. Carasini was showing some great speed there. Oh, and Ethan Cornford had to eat that one. My goodness, Fagrill. Hampus Fagrill lined him up. That was a good, clean, hard check.
Oh, you like to see those on open ice. Those.
Yeah, you don't mind. And Cornford going at Mr. Fagrill, just letting him know, I'm sorry I didn't appreciate that.
Well, no.
There's time for that. There's time for that later.
Well, you know, you could head down into center ice and you got a player of his caliber and he's going to step into you. And there's nothing wrong with those kind of hits. I mean, those are the things that bug me after the game, too, is the fact that you make a really good hit and somebody gets mad. Well,
hey, that was a
part of the game.
Textbook clean hit.
Yep.
No elbows up, no arms up, no stick, no nothing. Just body on body.
And the last time I heard, there was still body contact in hockey. So
Yep. Good clean hit. I'm sure Ethan, although, once he gets over, he'll admit it. That was a good clean hit. But guess what, buddy? I got your number. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And Julian Delp is hogtied and thrown to the ice by number 17, Liam Sweeney. How is that not a penalty?
I don't see how that isn't a penalty either. But the referees are going to let some of this stuff go. So,
which we don't mind either. If it's not that bad, let it go.
well, they'll call the stick foul and the high stick, the hooking, and the unsportsmanlike conduct. And I think those are some of the things that you should be watching. But some of the other stuff they're going to let go, I think.
Robertson clears it into the zone. 3:40 remaining here in period number 1. This period has gone fairly quickly.
It's been quick. 1-1 tie.
Matthew Tozer opened the scoring.
And I'll tell you, there's Izzo. He just made a nice glove save in front of that net and did a nice job. Just slowing the pace down a bit and having to face off deep to his left. And Izzo's been sharp tonight when he's had to be. Has made some pretty good saves, but he was a little asleep at the wheel with that little poke check one that went between the 5-hole early enough, and that's the difference in the game right now. It's 1-1.
Matthew Tozer opened scoring for the Rattlers early in the first period, and then the Knights followed up with Mitch Bolduc tying the game at 1, and that's where we sit right now.
And puck is coming through center ice, and Meaford's having trouble getting through that as they're trapping. It looks like a trap anyway that the Rattlers are using at center ice.
Let's certainly hope not, but I think you're absolutely right. Puck comes in front. That gets cleared out, but the Knights are going to come away with it. That's Daniel Bureau. Bureau's got a little extra step there tonight. That puck is dangerously in front. Izu is out. Can he get back? Oh, hit the side of the net. Oh, my goodness. Wide open goal for Jenny Lucan, but he's not happy.
He was looking up at that ceiling, and oh, how did I miss that?
Daniel's legging now for the Knights. He's pushed off the puck. Good job there by number 22, Radetsky. Ivan Radetsky for the Rattlers. He's... Now, what do we got? Is that a roughing call or is
no,
it a
getting a bench minor on sports conduct?
Looks like something was said from the Meaford bench.
Yep.
Here's that shot. The attempt. He had a wide open net right there, but he missed the side. Oh, my goodness.
Did Izzo get a piece of that? It was tough to tell from that angle. We're only going to get the one replay, but
just missed the net.
He missed it, and
Knights have got a bench minor. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So they'll be spending the rest of this period killing off a penalty.
And they've been pretty successful at it so far.
That's exactly what it was. Somebody from the bench said something to the referee that he didn't like. Matt Ellsworth will take. Here's a chance. Can he catch up to it? Pereira. He cannot. Now here come the Rattlers. That, oh my goodness, was that not offside? Wow. If not, it was darn close.
Well, I think it was closer than I think it was onside.
Rattlers trying to set up, though, right in front. Izu is down, makes the save, and the Knights clear it out of there. Justin Pereira heading to the bench for a well-deserved rest. That young man has deservedly seen a lot of ice time here in this first period. Knights again with good forecheck. Daniel Bureau and Jack Underhill out there now.
Oh, nice poke check at center ice. I believe that was Long. Connor Long, beautiful play.
Connor Long, the granddaddy of this team. Called him the granddaddy at 20 years old.
I think he's got one more year according to the league rules.
That's right. Here come the Rattlers. That shot goes off of a Knights player. 35 seconds remaining, period number 1. A very entertaining period of hockey for sure. Right there. Oh, Izu, what a save. Izu goes west-east and comes up with a big save. That's why they brought this young man in from Temiskaming back just after the Christmas break. Here's another chance. Where is it? In behind the net.
Well, a goaltender can make or break a game for you every once in a while, and you want a really good goaltender you're heading to the playoffs. And Meaford will be in the playoffs, but it'll be early round behind their Bill
And time's going to run out, and Tyler Strutz had a great opportunity there, but that's going to do it for period number 1. As I said, that was a great, very, very entertaining period of hockey.
It sure was.
Teams tied at 1. A goal early in the first period by the Rattlers. The Knights' Mitch Bolduc answers back, and as you can see, 1-1 at the end of 1 period of play. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more with second period action.
The following program is brought to you by Rogers Anyplace TV. Enjoy exclusive content for free. Visit RogersAnyplaceTV.com.
Blue Planet 2. The discovery continues. Saturdays at 9, only on BBC Earth.
That he fell. Whoa, I'm not driving. I'm way too stoned. How are you feeling, Beer?
Oh, since we had that talk, I'm not driving tonight at all.
What about you, Dave?
You only had a couple of drinks.
And only a couple of puffs.
I don't drink and drive. No way I'm getting behind the wheel when I smoked weed, too.
How are we getting home, then?
You can drive, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Take one for the team, buddy.
Don't let weed and alcohol influence your decision to drive.
Yeah, I need a ride.
St. John's Ambulance will be one of the guests on the next Grey County Life. Be sure to join us then. Welcome back, everyone. Period number 2 about to get underway. As you can see, the Knights of Meaford in their black jerseys heading out onto the ice. Bradford goalkeeper Alan Maneri already set up in his goal. Gord Chapman, that was a very entertaining first period. I hope we see more of that in the second period.
It certainly was an entertaining period. Both ends of the ice, goaltending was solid. Up and down the ice, it was a quick period of hockey, too. Very little stuff going on. A couple of penalties. Both teams over on the power play, and but 2 goals. One by Bolduc from Meaford Knights, and he tied the game up about the 10-minute mark. And I'll tell you, it's been 1-1, and it's been good, solid hockey. Meaford's power play looking a little stronger. That they played so well during it, just weren't rewarded. I hope they maintain that if they get the opportunity again.
I think you might see the Rattlers coming out a little more hungry here in the second period. Mind you, the Knights played a really good, solid, defensive, well-positioned first period. Puck's cleared right in on goalkeeper Maneri. He's going to freeze that one.
Maneri is hot goaltender right now. As we said earlier in the telecast, that he's had 2 shutouts in his last 2 games, and important contest for the Rattlers because they're only 4 points out of first place. Going to reiterate that again. They did so well this year, and if they pick up those 2, they got a chance at first place. They've got 2 games in hand on Omagua, and that things could look pretty bright for first place for the Rattlers if they continue this torrid pace of winning hockey games.
Well, the last game of the season for both of these teams will be against each other down in Bradford, in Bradford, on the 15th of February, I believe.
Well, we're getting a whistle. And that was off the moorings, and he's trying to put it back, but he didn't bring it right to the spot, so he's going to face off to his right.
As you said, good goaltending by both teams. And, actually both goals that were scored in this game, Gord, were maybe of not the prettiest variety, but hard-working goals nonetheless. The goal by that was Matthew Tozer was just a heads-up play to poke check it off of the Meaford Knights stick, and it ended up in the goal. And then hard work by the line of Struts, Leja, and Bolduc resulted in the Knights goal.
Well, Bolduc got the goal, but there was real hard work by the line to get that puck to him, but he made no mistake. Good shot up over the goal, up over the shoulder of the goaltender, and Harry's been tough all year, and he's been real hot the last little while.
That shot just misses. Daniel McCall lost the handle. Here's Cornford now. He plays it on to Queenan. Queenan tried to get around defenseman McLean. No doing. That puck's going to go all the way back down the ice. Talking about Callum Queenan and the season he's had here for the Knights this year, Gord, and last year came in here looking at his stats and looking at him, I think he was 6 feet tall, 120 or 135 pounds, and we thought, man, this guy's going to have a tough time, but exactly the opposite. He has really done here's a breakaway. Oh, he lost the handle right at the last minute. Tozer. Now here come the Knights, 3-on-2. Here's Connor Long in front. Oh, he couldn't get the shot away. Callum Queenan. What a blast, but off the shoulder of goalkeeper Alan Maneri.
Well, Maneri just got lucked out a little bit, and that puck went off the toe of the skate as they got control of it. You're going to see the first play out the breakaway.
Breakaway here, and just went off the heel of the stick now. And then headed back the other way, a 3-on-2 for the Knights. Just about ended up in the goal.
I think Izzo just got a piece of that, too, as it steered it off to the corner as it hit the toe of his skate.
Knocked off the puck by Cornford. Here's Connor Long. Long takes a look, loses the handle, but they're going to keep it in. Shot tipped in front. I think that went off of number 6, Lavelle Jerry, but right into the glove of goalkeeper Alan Maneri.
Maneri's done so well. We were just talking before the game about Flink, Guftas Larson Flink, top scorer for the Rattlers is MIA, and he has left the team, or hasn't played much recently. So he's the leading scorer, and he's been gone for a couple of games. So that's some big shoes to fill.
Head coach Nathan Parrish not happy there with the extracurriculars after the play. Lavelle Jerry taking a shot at Skylar Robertson after the whistle had blown, and I think that's pretty much etched in stone. That stuff happens. It results in a penalty, and that's what the point coach was making. So here's Bolduc. He fires right. That was more of a pass right on the stick of Leja. Now here's Bolduc. He's a smart player. Again, looking for the pass. Shot, Struts. Oh, what a save, Maneri.
Boy, Maneri's come up big in his last 2 shots. Good play in the zone by the Knights.
Here the Knights keeping the pressure on. And there's a knee onto Tyler Struts, but he fortunately was able to avoid that. Now Lurkin falls down. Bolduc gets it out. This line of Struts, Bolduc, and Leja has just been on fire tonight. Shot right on.
No problem for Maneri. He got that big mid out and made the stop. Boy, I tell you, that kid, the last couple of games we've done, last week we saw a goaltender basically steal that game.
Daniel Lee in goal for South Muskoka,
yep. And frustrated Meaford just totally, and caused some difficulty for them towards the end of the game. But and tonight we're getting the same darn thing coming from Alan Maneri, and Maneri's shutting the door.
Now the Rattlers on the attack. Shot comes right on. Juggled. Loose puck. Oh, Izu thought he had that one. But no harm done. Here's Brandon Farrell. Farrell used the defenseman. Shot score!
Johnny on the spot. got a stick on and managed to squeeze it by the goaltender and the goal post and the skate of goaltender Maneri.
Number 66, Daniel Bureau, tipped that one home, but it was the work of Brandon Farrell. Watch Farrell as he uses the defenseman as a screen on that shot. Rebound off the skate, bounces right to Bureau, tips it home, 2-1 now.
Knights have had a lot of pressure in this period and keeping that puck in the Rattler zone.
Here's Farrell, drops it to the Rattlers.
Well, you can say tonight that Meaford has decided not to mail this one in, and they're out.
They definitely want to get themselves ready for the playoffs. As I said, I don't, but you never know. This is the JMHL. There's still about 5 games remaining, but I don't see the Knights finishing any higher than they are now in the number 5 position. But I would imagine they need to get ready for one of the Quebec teams, more than likely Temiskaming. And they beat the Titans here back a couple of weeks ago. Very first time in team history that they've beaten the Temiskaming Titans.
Well, the Temiskaming is not quite in Quebec, but very close to the border, so they might be upset about the fact you're telling them it's in
Now
Quebec,
the Knights come away with it. Just Jason Stone. Got to wait, clears it. Here's Farrell. Oh my goodness, you were calling that offside.
He did.
Anyway, referee made the call.
Better be careful, boys. They don't want to hear it. They're coming off the bench there.
Meaford bench not happy.
Well, that's why my book was offside. So, I mean,
the Meaford is, from what I could see, the Meaford player had straddled the line. One leg didn't have both feet over the line. Anyway, forget it. It's over. It's done with.
Whistle
Face
gone.
off.
Plays on.
Rattlers try to come away with. They can't. Here's this line again. Leja pass. Oh, what a bullet. Just missed. Langowski now. Here's a 2-on-1 the other way. Here's Sweeney. Liam Sweeney can't get it out front. Good job by the Meaford defenseman, Julian Delp. Now lead pass, Daniels Lega. Oh my goodness. Good job by the Rattlers D to knock him off balance and not take a penalty. Well, now watch, lead pass again. Referee says no to the icing. Langowski, long way from home. He's from the sunny state of Alaska. Shots, Izu comes up with 2 great saves. Another one, we got a Knights player down.
He was hit by the shot in front of the net, trying to block it, and that hurt. And,
Mitch Bolduc.
He went sliding off into the corner, but the play went right on, so.
He's back up and at it. Referee's telling him to move it. And now, the referee may be calling a penalty here, and it may be going to the Knights. There's a couple of players going.
Langowski's going to get a penalty for.
Langowski's going to go for the Knights, and I think number 25, Matthew Barrett is going. Matthew Barrett is going. Let's take a look here on the replay.
Oh, nice save. 2 saves right in a row. Good saves. Off the stick of.
Great job on the replay. Got a roughing call that's going to Matthew Barrett.
Number 5 is going to prefer.
I think Langowski will be getting the same.
I got Jan Furtz as number 5, and
that's number 25 that's in the box there for the Rattlers. It's Matthew Barrett.
I can only see the one number. Yep, you're right.
Colton Langowski is in the box for the Knights.
Double minors, they play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes.
Puck's in behind the Knights net. Here's Will Vernon coming away with it. He gets it to Eric Lowry. Lowry circles back. Fans on it, but he does get it. Oh. Right on. Izu makes a save.
2 minutes for cross-checking and 2 minutes for roughing.
Cross-checking and roughing are the calls. Langowski gets it for cross-checking, and Matt Barrett gets it for roughing. So
Matt Barrett is going to get 4 minutes.
sorry.
Well, the way I thought he was going. The way they
No, they're both just 2-minute minors.
2-minute minors.
Yeah. I understand where the confusion came in. It's the way that it was announced by the PA announcer, so made it sound like it was a double minor going in.
Number 25 just going to get a 2-minute penalty for roughing and play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Well, actually, a minute and 44 seconds. Is that what that says on the clock?
1:14.
I got to get new glasses. I can't see that.
Kind of hard to see. We got 2 layers of meshing to look through there, but all in the name of safety for the patrons here at the Meaford St. Vincent Community Center. Here's a lead pass. Stone all by himself. Shot. Oh, what a save. Maneri gets a piece of that. Stone was going top shelf. What a great opportunity by defenseman Jason Stone in all alone, and Maneri stoned him.
Well, Maneri has been tough all night, and so be it. Made the big stop and got that stick on the shot and put it up over the glass.
Here come the Rattlers into the zone. Tries to get it in front. Knocked away. Comes back now to McLean. Into the corner. Good movement here by the Rattlers. Circling around, but the Knights doing an equally great job of keeping them outside. Oh, that was tipped, but Jason Stone of the Knights got enough of his stick in the way to impede the Rattlers player. Otherwise, that puck was going home.
It was. It ended up going wide of the net, and a good, solid defensive play.
McLean shot right on. Good save in there by Rafael Izu. We should say hello to the Izu family. I know that they'll be watching in Montreal, Quebec. I believe it's Montreal. We'll say good morning, good afternoon.
Bonjour.
To all of them.
Mes amis.
From the face-off, Callum Queenan's going to win that one for the Knights. Circle around behind the goal, Will Vernon. 12:25 remaining. Period number 2.
Well, I'll tell you that Meaford playing a much more solid game, up 2-1 in this period, and then we got an offside. But Meaford playing some solid defense. And, that's all you got to basically do, bother the shooter. When they get into the shooting lanes, you got to be there. And that's a couple of times that has happened. And Izzo's been big on the saves, and there's been a couple of close calls, but good, solid positional play.
No, the score. Puck goes into the zone. Knights holding on to now. There's going to be a penalty right there. That's an interference call. That's going to go. No arguments from the Rattlers player. Oh, you're calling tripping. Number 9, he's not arguing. Andy Romani, he went right to the penalty box. He knows he did wrong. You can tell by the look on his face. I blew it.
Yeah, Meaford goes on the power play, face-off down deep to the right of Maneri. Meaford leading this 2-1. Like I said earlier in that first period, when they had the opportunity, the power play looks much more organized, moved the puck well, had a good forecheck, and it was done as a team. It wasn't done as individuals trying to do it, to shoot it in and chase. Defense are going to knock it out. So here we go on the power play.
The last time that the Rattlers were here in Meaford ended in a 4-3 victory for the Rattlers, but the Knights went 0 for 8 on the power play that night.
Right, so. Yes, they were.
So they need to improve on that tonight. They've got a 2-1 lead. Strutz is knocked off balance and then tripped. Here's Callum Queenan. Tripped. He had... Here's a shot, tipped in front, cross-check. There's a penalty. Let him have the puck. That's a cross-check. That is a foolish penalty on the part of number 91, Hampus Fagral.
Well, I think the referees were going to give them the next one that looked anything like it.
That was flagrant. That was no way you're not calling that. 2-man advantage for the Knights for the next 125.
Well, Queenan in front of the net that had the other player's stick as part of his paraphernalia, and still there was no call.
Now the Knights trying to set it up here. The great opportunity to take a 2-goal lead. Comes rink wide now to Tyler Strutz. Strutz, Bolduc gets it in there. Bang. Hanging away at it. It's still loose. And it's cleared away by the Rattlers. But that looked much better, 5-on-3 for the Knights.
Oh, it has. I'm quite, it's a good, you know, I hope they don't get frustrated with it because it's a process. But that's what they have to do. They may not score on it, but they got to, the process has to be there. Puck's got to get to the net, got to get into the zone, got to set it up. Somebody's got to quarterback it.
Langowski now gets it out, tries to get it over to Connor Long. That puck's going to come out. Here's Will Vernon. Plays it over. Knights need to stop and set it up. Daniels Lega. Connor Long, what a save, Maneri. He flashes that pad and robs Connor Long of a certain goal.
Boy,
here's Hampus Wall over to Vernon. Vernon takes a look. Moves in, fires. Maneri with the save. Connor Long, he's going to go rink wide to Daniels Lega. Lega can't get it through. 10 seconds remaining in the first minor. Back to Vernon. Tries to get it in front. Robertson with a shot. That doesn't get through. One of the minors is over. Shot right on. Taken away by Daniels Lega. And Vernon had it go under his stick. Unfortunate. That very well could have been icing, but the referee said no.
You know, you can say what you like. I'm impressed with the power play. It's unfortunate they weren't rewarded because they got stymied by one of the best saves of the night. Yeah, good defensive play by the Knights on that, too.
Here come the Knights, number 15, Tyler Strutz, over to Bolduc. Fires. Oh, good save, Maneri. He just got a piece of that with his blocker. But I have been nothing but impressed with the play of this Mitch Bolduc since he came to the Knights. And you remember back, Gord, one of the first games he played, he just showed what a smart player he is. And he's showing that again tonight.
Well, you're right.
Good playmaker. He's got a great shot.
Good wheels, too. He can skate, though, like the wind. And great addition to the club when they got him. And they are playing very well tonight, and Bolduc is having a good game. He's got a goal in the first period. He tied the game up when after that initial goal by the Rattlers.
Eric Lowry was thrown out of the face-off dot. Now Colton Langowski comes away with it. Here comes the shot. Doesn't get through. There's one that does. Where is it? And now McLean grabs the Knights player. And the Rattlers
are getting a little rattled.
McLean is getting rattled, as you said. He's going to head off. If he doesn't he's not quitting. He's going to be heading to the penalty box, or to the dressing room if he's not careful. McLean wants Langowski in the worst way. McLean's going to get more than just 2 here. I don't know if Langowski's going with him. McLean lost his mind down there.
Okay, he's got his hands out. He's got those gloves out like, me?
It's just the one penalty going to McLean. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a double minor out of this at least.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the boxes that we got to check off right now, as you can see it on our screen, and that's Amici Pizza. They provide refreshments for our crew here during our Rogers telecast, and we really appreciate having them on our team. 519-538-6805. We'll get one of the best pizzas in the Tri-County area. So 334 Sykes Street South, Meaford, Ontario, folks. We'd like you to support them because buy locally because they support us. Thank you ever so much, Amici Pizza.
Terrence McLean is, I only see 2 minutes on the board for him. He's very fortunate. And Bradford Rattlers coach needs to be careful. He's going to be talking his team into another minor there.
Well, who's he ticked off at, though? You're looking at him. Is he mad at the officials or is he mad at his players for being... But he figured there's 2 players that have gone on that.
There's a shot, goes off of the stick and into the meshing. Face-off, I believe, is going to be to the right of goalkeeper Alan Maneri. But yeah, McLean just completely lost his composure there, and As I said, he's very fortunate he didn't get any more than just the 2 minutes.
Well, we talked about last week with the game with the discipline for Meaford, and they sort of had a mental collapse.
Here's Romani, partial breakaway. He can't get the shot away, slides right into goalkeeper Rafael Izu. Let's hope Izu, he got hammered pretty good there. Izu pops his mask off. He definitely got, I think it was skates first, right into the leg area of Rafi Izu. Let's hope he's all right. Another look here. Watch Romani on the breakaway here. Watch right there. Oh, no, it wasn't skates first, but still quite a collision. Rafael Izu is much tougher than that. I'm sure he'll be back up and ready to go.
Well, that's one of the...
Take a look at the GMHL scoring leaders as it has been. Look at the top three. Look at the point totals of the three St. George players at the top. 132 points for Chris Hay, Adam Kalawik, 129, and Lucas Posabon with 125.
You know, you take a look at the 10th guy in the whole league is Guy Polillo of St. George. He's got 90 points. That's a career for some players, and he's 10th in the league.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Guy Polillo was actually a draft pick of the Owen Sound Attack a couple of seasons ago, and I know there was one of those guys, one of the players on the St. George team that was an Owen Sound Attack draft pick. So, but St. George Ravens have been an absolute powerhouse this year. Probably the early favorite to win. Take a look at the JMHL standings, South standings. Now, they were a little bit closer than what they are now. You take a look at it. St. George has only dropped 3 games this season. They're the Sault Ste. Marie of this the GMHL.
Well, 37 wins, 3 losses in 40 games, man, 75 points. But, Niagara, North York, Kingsville, they're no slouches, so...
North York has really made a jump, 14. Too. They were sitting mid-pack a couple of weeks ago, and they've made a run now.
Well, St. George's was pretty strong at the beginning of the season before the teams gelled, and so they picked up a lot of points early, but they will definitely be a factor when the playoffs come.
Absolutely. They lead in almost every offensive category, which may be quite offensive to all the other teams in the league, but a joke, no? All right.
I heard it, but I did not want to even get it to go there.
I find that offensive. All right, you don't want to encourage me. All right, well, Vernon, now back to the game. Enough of the silliness. You started it.
Yes, I know. I'll take responsibility for that.
Just don't run the tape back, folks. Just take my word for it. Gord started it. Yeah. Here the Knights coming in over the line. Under a minute remaining in this power play. Here's Hampus Wall. Score! Yes! We have said most of this season that Hampus Wall has a NHL quality shot, and he showed you right there exactly. That was an absolute blast.
But I'm going to say this. Now they've been rewarded. You're going to watch the setup. They're moving the puck around. They're saying it. They got it back to the point. Wall gets set. You're just going to see it. Boy, that net hardly moved. Bang, in and out. That puck was... that's what you had to do. And they've been doing it all game, and they've finally been rewarded on the power play, and they got that goal. And so now they're not over any longer. They have got one, but they have worked it well, and it's been nice to see, and I'm glad to see they got one tonight.
The Swedish native Hampus Wall playing a bit of defense tonight, and you can see that puck was out of the net just as fast as it went in. The water bottle went flying. That was an incredible shot by Hampus Wall. But let's take a look at what happened prior to that play. Daniel Zlega having the peace of mind to hang on to that puck and to move around the goal to set it up properly to give Wall that opportunity to blast it home.
Well, that's the one thing you don't want to do on a power play. You don't want to give the puck away. You don't want to make them get it and send it down 200 feet. And that's the whole idea. The whole thing is that you keep control of it, set it up, look for that open man, Well, good stop there by Izzo.
There's a battle. Now there's going to be double minors here. Julian Delp and Sweeney got tangled up. Sweeney might end up with 4 here if he doesn't watch himself, but young Julian Delp. Delp has done a great job on the defense for the Knights this year, going about his business quietly. But Sweeney...
Well, Sweeney's, if you look at Sweeney's their top goal scorer right now that Flink is headed elsewhere. So now that's quite a trade. I think you took the best goal scorer off, and you
that's a good trade.
That's a good trade. Delpe, what? He's got 6. The other kid's got 25. So what are you going to do? 24, pardon me.
I'm sure Coach Nathan Parrish will take that trade off anytime.
But we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey face-off outside the blue line, which
Okay, Rafael Izu's coming out. He's obviously got issues here with his leg. Probably lower body situation here, and that's an absolute shame. Good for him to stick it out as long as he could, but he's in obvious pain here to having Tyler Strutson, the trainer, taking him off the ice. And that was obviously from that collision between him and Andy Romani back a couple of minutes ago, but we're going to see backup Tyler Sager coming into this game, and Sager, Buffalo, New York native. He has played incredible in goal for the Knights this year. I'm not sure at the moment what his stats are, but he's had, I know he's got at least 1 shutout. Oh, here we go. He's played, he's got a 4-3 record, .322, a .921 save percentage, Gord.
Yep, record 4-3-0, at 322 goals against. You're right, .921. That's excellent in any league. He's going to get tested right off the bat, too, because there's no warm-up for the goalies now.
There's a shot right on. It's bouncing around in there. And we should also say a big hello to Tyler's father, Ron. I know he also tunes in down in Buffalo, New York. He watches all the games on Rogers. Covered up by Sager. Ron may be here in the building. He does make it up for quite a few of the games.
Well, it's a 3.5-hour ride. Last time I was in Buffalo, I saw Denver and the Bills play about September, 3rd weekend in September. So,
well, if my Kansas City Chiefs are heading to Buffalo this year, it should be the year that they make a trip to Buffalo. I definitely want to get down there and see them now that Alex Smith is gone. So, feel much better about that.
Well, I'll tell you, you give me a call and I'll be glad to run some right shotgun with you.
He's the Washington Redskins problem now. So. Here's a chance coming in, and Sager makes that save. The Knights have opened up a 3-1 lead. That puck comes out, chipped forward. Justin Pereira, referee with his legs in the way. And, oh, there's a roughing call. Come on, guys.
Well, you know, that's...
We'll see if the referee lets it go, but...
Well, the thing that gets me about that is that they let them sit there and they play the puck. Just blow the whistle, call, get a face-off. Then you avoid that kind of stuff and where you have to make a decision.
That was Eric Lowry. Came in there late, but Nealon and him are having a good laugh about it. So, but there's not going to be any penalty from that. As you said, you're absolutely right, Gord, that referee delaying the call there, and by the time Lowry got there, it was...
And I see that at all levels. I watch Meaford when we have weekend in the rink. You watch the referees let the kids dig at it. Well, then you're going to end up. I think it slows the game down, and there's no hockey involved with somebody digging it in the corner. So and then you end up with something like that, and then you wonder why we have the difficulty.
I need to. We'll get this play out of the way here first. Here comes the shot. Right. Oh! That deflected off the crossbar.
I thought that was in.
I thought it was in too, but that was a blast by Jack Underhill. It was deflected off of a stick, I think, and it hit off the crossbar and out. But the Knights have really gotten into the head of the Rattlers tonight. I think the Rattlers were thinking about that 9-0 win that they got Sunday night, thinking it was going to be an easy one here tonight.
Well, we talked about at the beginning that the Meaford is a good hockey club. They really have to bear down, and they have to realize that they can play this game. And they can play with anybody if they keep their head.
Now, here we go. There's retaliation. Langowski after the play. And now Tozer actually cross-checked the linesman in the back. Langowski's going to, slash the back of the legs. Now he pushes the referee. That's a problem. Langowski could get himself in a whole lot of trouble if he isn't careful.
He's already in trouble.
Langowski, you look at it, he's going to get the retaliatory penalty, but he was being hounded by the Bradford player. I don't know if the referee saw it or not, but before he retaliated against the Rattlers player.
Well, Langowski went right to the dressing room, so I assume that he's got 5 in a game.
He would definitely have gotten.
Or 5 and 10 anyway.
Well, he two-handed the player who crossed the back of the leg, so I'm guessing that's a game misconduct for a slash.
Well, it depends. Well, if it's a major, it's 5. Could be 5 and 10.
5-minute major and
5 and 10. We've got
5-10 in a game.
5 minutes left in the 4 minutes left here in the.
And nothing going to the Rattlers on this one.
5:17. Well, our clock is running on the screen there, so.
See the Bradford Rattlers. That's a 5-minute major, as we thought. But the Bradford Rattlers coaches are trying to tell the referees what the call should be. So, but that's a 5-minute major. That could end up hurting the Knights. Let's hope it doesn't. 5:17 remaining. Langowski, you have to control yourself. But if you could see prior to all the stuff that was going on prior to that, Langowski had taken a couple of shots from the Rattlers players, but you have to control yourself. So,
well, this is the discipline we were talking about, and they, with a team the caliber of the Rattlers, you can't make those plays.
So a 5-minute power play here with 5 minutes remaining. Boy, that sounds familiar. The Knights were killing off a penalty the final 2 minutes of period number 1. And now they're killing off a 5-minute for the final 5 minutes of the second period. Good test for the Knights here to see if they can kill this one off.
Minor plus a game misconduct at 14.
How does that make sense? A 2-minute minor plus a game misconduct when there's 5 minutes on the board. So
yep.
There we go. 5-minute major for slashing. It's a 5-minute major for slashing and a game misconduct. So
well, it looks like the Rattlers just got themselves a penalty. Now they're going to play on 4 and 4 for the next 2 minutes. And that kills off a good portion of that penalty.
Looks like it's number 21. I missed that because it was Alex Mitzionis. First time I've seen him tonight. And he's in the penalty box. 2 minutes. That's going to help out the Knights' case. Going to be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes.
And help them kill off the penalty.
Fraggle is knocked out.
Whoa.
Oh, what a solid hit. My goodness. Another good solid hit there by number 68. That was Mashkoff. He stopped number 67, Jack Underhill, in his tracks. That must have been like hitting a train. But again, good clean hit. Nothing dirty about that. Cleared away now. Here comes Bureau. He fans on it.
Well,
and there's going to be another penalty here. Elbowing going to the Bradford Rattlers. I can't believe this.
This is kind of unique because Bradford has a 5-minute penalty. Now they get a 2-minute penalty. Now Meaford goes on the power play, 4-on-3 in the middle of a 5-minute major and a game misconduct penalty that sent Langowski to the showers.
Evgeny Lukin Boy, have they imploded on themselves. My goodness. That's what the Knights were doing
the
last
odd
week.
part about that, when they finish this up, they'll still have a minute in power play when it's over.
My goodness.
Or a little bit less than that, but
All right, so the Knights have a power play. 4-on-3. Here's Stone, fires. He was looking for Struts. Here's Bolduc. Back over to Stone. Plays it in. Takes a look. Struts back to Stone. Fires. That's tipped in front. Goes wide. Here's Bolduc. Now there's going to be another penalty. My goodness, the Rattlers are going to take another one for holding.
that's going to kill off the 5-minute marriage.
Wow.
That penalty won't start until the 45-second one is off. There's 45 seconds in the first penalty, right? Or is it a minute and 45?
Talipov, I believe, is the one heading to the box. Or is he? Yes, it's Talipov going for holding.
Well, if they get any more guys in the box, they're going to have a coach.
Nobody to blame but themselves. You don't see the coaches arguing it with the referees because they deserve the penalties they're getting.
So we were talking about last week with Meaford, with the fact of discipline. They've completely blown off 5-minute major. Now, the last penalty won't start until the first one is over.
Which is another 35 seconds. So the Knights 4-on-3. They still have 2:35 remaining in their major penalty.
Yep.
Knights trying to set it up now. Traffic in front, right on. And more rough stuff in front of the net. Connor Long takes a shot from number 91, Fagrill. I think Fagrill's had himself a bit of a problem with penalties there early, and Connor Long's not going to take any of his
4-on-3.
John. From the draw, the puck's going to be cleared all the way down the ice. 2:35 remaining here in period number 2. Knights player hits the dirt. There's Daniels Lega. Cornford with a shot. That's a good save in there by Maneri. Can he get it out? Yes, he can. Chips it onto himself. Here comes Nealon. Nealon circles in. Good stop in there by Sager, but what a play. And there's a slash. Nealon, are you kidding? Nealon, and now Daniels Lega is going to take a penalty. Nealon's definitely going, but then Daniels Lega came in behind and hacked him down.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a heck of a defensive play by number 2, Bill Vernon. He managed to get back.
Yep.
And right down and knocked the player enough off the puck that the puck got off his stick, and of course the goaltender.
That was actually number 66 for the Knights. That's Daniel Bureau that's gone to the box. And Nealon is in the box for. We have got so many penalties right now. It's going to be one heck of a job here for the timekeeper to keep this all sorted out as to who goes where and when. So,
well, the first penalty's over. And the 5-minute major's over.
No, the 5 minutes still got. No, it shouldn't be.
Oh, it's. I can't read.
Yeah, I'm not certain.
I can read the game clock, but I can't read the penalty tag on the far side because of the whether I stand or whether I sit down. I'm sorry, folks, but
no, you can't see it. It's tough to see. They got, as I said, the 2 levels or 2 layers of meshing here that you got to try and see through, and it's not always easy. So, but again, all in the name of protection for the fans here at the community center, and that takes precedence over anything else in my mind and everyone else's. So, the Knights. Mitch Bolduc having a good game there. Does a good job. Now here come the Knights on a breakaway. Connor Long fires. Good save there by Maneri. Connor Long with a great opportunity. Now we're playing 3-on-3. Connor Long takes it away. Long tries to hit Strutz. He can't. So they need to stop that clock. They've got it. There we go. 1:33 remaining in period number 2. The Knights holding a 3-1 lead on the strength of goals. I can't remember who scored them now, but
Well,
Knights
Mitch
with the pair
Bolduc
of
has
goals.
one, Daniel Bureau has one, and I've forgotten who's got the last one. I wrote them down, and I forgot to write that one down.
I did not write that one down myself. So there's been a ton of penalties in this period, but tries to get in front. Good job by the Knights. Puck comes out. Struts cannot get it. Faggerl plays it on to McLean. Shot right on. Shot, another save. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Sager, what a save. Bolduc chips it on. He was looking for Tyler Struts, couldn't get it to him. Less than a minute remaining, period number 2. Tons of penalties in this period. Here's a shot. Tyler Sager, save. Where is it? Oh, what a job in there. That was Daniel's Lega that kept that one out of the net. Here's Will Vernon in front. Lega. Oh, save. Where is it? Hammered to the ice. And now Faggerl jumps Will Vernon. And also goalkeeper Maneri went after Will Vernon.
Well, I'll tell you, that puck was loose, and Vernon went after it, and he had every right to go for that one, and there was no need for that.
Faggerl will be going to the box.
So will Vernon head to the penalty box, but
now Faggerl's having words with the Meaford bench. Vernon's going to go, but I would imagine the extra 2 is going to go to Faggerl for that. But we'll have to listen to the PA announcer because there's no room left on the penalty box or on the penalty clock.
well, they'll be up playing 3-on-3 for the rest of this period and probably for the good part of the next period. So, which is exciting hockey in its own right, you know.
Sure it is, yeah.
I would like to see the overtime periods extended, go to 3-on-3 hockey, extend the overtime to a 10-minute period.
And get rid of the shootout.
Exactly. Well,
Totally
the 3-on-3,
agree.
they'll score at some point.
Yeah.
You know, you got to remember when on any ice surface, a 3-on-3 hockey, it's like skating on Lake Erie.
Exactly.
You know, there's a lot of room and play teams with good skating players with speed.
So we're not going to be able to tell by the time clock who got what, so we'll have to listen to the PA announcer and figure out these penalties. Oh, and now referee has heard enough. He doesn't want to hear any more from the Bradford bench. The Bradford coach is insisting on talking to the referee, and we know this referee, and he will not take much more. They're going to get another bench minor if they don't stop delaying the game.
Well,
here.
you could toss the coach too. That's the other alternative. That
Well,
they
it
have.
wouldn't. He was tossed the last time here, and there we go.
Just toss the
Delay a game penalty coming here. And they want to keep it up. The coach is going to get tossed. He was tossed the last time they were here. Here you can see the coach still gumming at the referee. The referee is telling him to keep it quiet.
Well,
He's
you know what,
going
the
to keep it up.
referee should just turn his head. Forget about it. You know, just let him bitch.
Yeah. It's going to happen. The referee's warning him. He's telling him. Because the coach will not send somebody to the box. He's going to get tossed. Now he finally, no. He is really trying the patience of the referee here. Now they're just making a mockery over there at the Bradford bench. Finally, number 4, Hunter Frederick, who hasn't seen an ounce of ice time, ends up in the box. So the Knights, 3-on-3. Here's a chance. Scores! Eric Lowry. Now there, that is going to cause a problem. Sweeney should be tossed from the game for that one.
Yes, he
If
should
Sweeney is not kicked out of this game, and that's what the referee's motioning, Sweeney has to be gone from this game.
And that's
For what he did at the end of that, he took Eric Lowry out. After Lowry scored that goal, that could have been a potentially dangerous play. Watch here on the replay. That was after the fact. But after Lowry scored the goal, he had his leg up in the air into a get a look at it here. Nope. He had his leg up in the air celebrating the goal, and Sweeney came by and took him right out by that leg.
Well, he should be tossed, but
He should be out of here. They're just announcing the penalties from a few minutes ago. But the Knights have taken a 4-1 lead on a goal by Eric Lowry. Good on Eric Lowry, the native of Gap, Pennsylvania. Now, I don't understand why Sweeney's still in this game after that one. He's in the penalty box. But again, coach of the Bradford Rattlers questioning the referee. They're going to have a heck of a time trying to sort this out. So the Knights have to send a player back. They have to go to 3-on-3.
That always amazes me, you know. I mean, the players are the one that do the deed, but nobody wants to take me. I didn't do anything. What's he doing? He missed it. Now, sometimes these officials don't have their best game. They're human.
No.
But, you know, all the penalties that basically the Bradford Rattlers have got have been deserved.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not, you know, Gord, I totally agree with you. I think from both sides.
You know,
all the penalties that have been called, I have no arguments with any of them. I think they're all very well deserved, very blatant calls, and the referees have made the right calls on those. Well, now I feel sorry for them because now they got to sort all this crap out.
Well, they get the big bucks for playing the game, you know, refereeing the game, so they have it's of their making. This was a very clean game until about the last 7 minutes of this period, and
24 seconds remaining. Now they're going to go back to the penalty box because they came out of the box too soon. Back in. Another penalty.
Not necessarily. It depends if the timekeeper sent him out. They'll talk to them, because if the timekeeper sent him out,
we'll see what he's going to call here now.
Because, you know, I've seen it happen where usually there's a guy in the box.
He's going back to the box, Gord. Just as I said, here he goes. Back in for another 2 minutes. Talipov, you're not going anywhere because you're back in there for another 2. 16 seconds remaining. Sager, what a save. In there, in relief for Rafael Izu. He has been, now what? Another penalty, a hooking call. It's going to go to who? The Knights player, Jason Stone. Oh, my goodness.
Now, that one I didn't think was a hook, but that's the first one I have.
I missed that one.
That's the first one I have a little problem with. But
I think they're going to need the entire second intermission to sort out these penalties because there has been a mess of penalties here in this second period.
If there's a first one, I mean, if there's 2 penalties being served, I can finish out what the third one's going to be. But there's 4 or 5. They're going to play 3-on-3 until about the 10-minute mark.
At least.
Excuse me.
5.8 seconds remaining here. Period number 2. The Knights of Meaford have opened up a 4-1 lead over the Bradford Rattlers. And the Rattlers have certainly been rattled tonight by the Knights.
They certainly have.
Too easy, right?
That was a good one.
And there goes the buzzer for what still, in my estimation, even though there's been a ton of penalties in this one, Gord, in the second period, I still say this has been a very entertaining hockey game. So at the end of 2 periods of play, the Knights of Meaford lead the Bradford Rattlers by a score of 4-1. We'll be back with third period action.
I'm not special. Cancer happens to people all the time. I take 1 mile at a time, 26 miles a day. I want want to set an example that'll never be forgotten. Sometimes it feels endless. But the pain I feel is nothing. I've seen little kids in so much pain. Somewhere, the hurting must stop.
Kerry Fox ran more than halfway across Canada to raise money for cancer research. Every year, millions of people around the world continue the marathon of hope in his name.
Hi, I'm Sharon Skelly, your host of Business in Grey here on Rogers TV. Have you ever wondered how our local independent businesses got their start and what makes them so successful? We'll find out here on Business in Grey.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight's Meaford Hockey. As you can see on your screen right now, that is not the players' bench, folks. That is the penalty boxes on either side. You got the Knights on the left and you got the Rattlers on the right. We had a barrage of penalties in that second period. We are playing 3-on-3 hockey, Gordon. As you said, here's a chance and good job. By Eric Lowry to lift the stick, but also Tyler Sager to make the save. Now here comes Daniel McCall. He's going to find Pereira. But Gord, as you said, we're probably going to be playing 3-on-3 for about the first half of this period.
Well, the team that's got the best skaters will do well in the 3-on-3, and Bradford can really mortar, but we've got some guys with some wheels on the Knights too, so 3-on-3 hockey can be very exciting.
Eric Lowry circles behind his own goal. He's being watched real close by Lucan. Comes around to Julian Delp. Delp, here's a chance. Justin Pereira, Kenny fires right on, and Maneri makes that save.
Pereira pulled that stunt again, sticking that stick into the goaltender, and he's lucky he didn't get sent to the penalty box, but he probably wasn't because there's no room in it.
I think the referee's explaining that the puck did come.
Solid in goal, even though he's given up 4 goals. But and also we're looking at Sager. Izzo got hurt in the second period and pulled himself out of the game. And looked like Sager's in there backstopping and done well so far.
The Rattler shot. What a save in there. Tyler Sager on in relief of Izzo. As you said, unfortunately, he got hurt when on a major collision with Andy Romani in the second period, but Sager has been, he has shut the door. Nothing got by him as of yet. Right in front, can they shot right on? Oh, no, my goodness.
Another good scoring chance by the Knights, but Maneri doing what he's been doing all game, just shutting that door.
Now, looking at the time clock, I can see 12 seconds remaining in one of the minors to the Rattlers, and I believe that's 18 seconds in a minor to the Knights. So don't know if we'll be going 4-on-4. Probably not.
No, it won't happen that way because they've got delayed penalties and they've got to play 3-on-3. That penalty will be over. They will not start the other one until there's a stop and play. So that's what's going to happen.
I see. Yes, you're right, because nobody's come out, and there's blanks now in the 2 top spots on the penalty score clock. Daniel McCall can't come away with it. Tipped. What a chance. Here comes, no, he does not fire. Here's a shot, that misses. That's going to come all the way back down into the Rattler zone. Just over 3 minutes gone in this period. Knights with a 4-1 lead. Here's Nealon, moves in, shot and scores. What a beautiful move by Cameron Nealon, and he buries that behind Tyler Sager on the breakaway. Now it's a 4-2 game. What a beautiful play by Nealon. No chance for Sager at all on that one.
Well, If they do this correctly, the next penalty starts. It has to be a stop and play. The player comes out of the box, the next penalty starts. Going to watch the goal here as a long lead pass comes up ice, and then they get control of it and take it in, and right in on goal.
Watch
Look at that little backhand shot. Nice play. Sager puts his head down in a little bit of disgust, and now they're clearing out the penalty box. I can't know how to do that. They cannot do that. The penalties do not. These guys don't know what they're doing.
They have no idea. Nope.
The penalty does not start until there's a stop and play. You cannot return to the ice, and that penalty. It's a simple rule, and none of those kids that are in the box for Meaford can get out of the box.
So as it stands right now, there's 2 Bradford Rattlers in the box.
And rightly they should stay there.
1 Meaford Knight in the box for Meaford.
That penalty, the penalty was over. The next one in line should have gone up on the clock. Does not start until there's a stop and play. Then the other penalty comes out of the box, and then that penalty starts.
So there should be 2 minors up on the board, I would imagine, for the Rattlers, and 1 for the Knights. But in the meantime, the Rattlers have scored to make it 4-2. Let's take a look at the goal-scoring leaders. And again, the big surprise in there is the man sitting in the number 2 spot, London, who has only won, I believe, 3 games all season long. Esai Arai has 59 goals, but on top, Lucas Pozzebon from St. George has 67 goals.
Well, you know what's amazing about that is the fact that that's all the offense has got. If you're a coach, that's all. Just stay with him. It doesn't matter where he goes. If he goes buy his French fries, if he goes to the he goes to out to the lobby. But he still scored 49 goals, and you win 3 games.
Sitting in the number 10 spot was former Bradford Rattler Nicholas Lyon. He's now playing in the North Division. Having a good year. I would imagine this will be his final season. He's probably 21 now. Now the referees are still there trying to sort it out. And for some reason, there's 142 remaining in the penalties to the 2 Bradford Rattlers.
Well, I mean,
and 120 remaining in the penalty to the Meaford Knight.
Well, you can't do that. The penalties do not start until obviously they don't know what they're doing. Well, the timekeeper doesn't.
Well, it's the referees that are giving them the instructions.
Well, I'll get some flack anyway for saying that because they don't know what they're doing. But
but I believe you're absolutely right on that, Gord.
Well, he's the referee a little bit of hockey.
17:35 remaining. And as you said, the referees are not certain as to what they're doing at all.
Well, they certainly called all the penalties, but
I think he's just conferring with the coaches to see what they think. they should be all 2 minute. They should be all 2 minute 2 minute penalties up on the board. That's the way it should be right now.
Well,
now he's discussing. The referees are discussing what? All right, so I guess they have reached the conclusion that this is the way it should be.
Meaford will be on the power play, and there'll be a 4-on-3 for the next minute and 42 seconds.
Knights win the draw. Daniels Lega gets it to Mitch Bolduc, back over to Daniels Lega. Lega over to Vernon. Will Vernon looks, puts it to Strutz, back to Bolduc. Over to Vernon. Vernon rink wide. Strutz tries to get it in front of Daniels Lega, and he couldn't.
Lega
comes back to Strutz. To Bolduc. Over to Daniels Lega. He can't get that one through. Here's Strutz. He's going to fire. Right on. Puck is loose. Scored! Now the referee's waving it out.
Yeah, it was a good call, because if you ask me, that puck was kicked in. And
referee says it was kicked in.
And he's right, too.
Knights are celebrating, but that. Let's take a look.
Watch it right here in the corner.
Watch Will Vernon right in front of the goal.
See
right
that
there,
kick,
yes,
that kick movement? Absolutely. Good call by the official.
Absolutely.
There's no complaint by Will Vernon, let me tell you. But you celebrate. You do what you have to do just in case it's not true, because maybe you'll sell it to the referee that it went in. But
the referee saw it immediately. He called it, waved it off right away. Here's Tyler Strutz coming over the line now. Knights still with the power play for 48 seconds. Actually, they will have a 5-on-3 abbreviated for about 20 seconds. So here's Daniels Lega in over the line, slows it down, sets it up, gets it back to Strutz. Strutz over to Bolduc. In front, Daniels Lega back to Bolduc. Bolduc with a nice move. Daniels Lega keeps it in. Over to Strutz in front. Oh, that was tipped by Connor Long, but just wide. Here's Bolduc. He fires. Rebound. Daniels Lega keeps it in. Knights with a 5-on-3. Shot right on. That's high stick. No, referee says no.
Oh, no, that was arm. That was just above the net. Oh, nice play.
We are back to 5-on-5, but I don't know. It looks like we might get a slashing call here. Connor Long had his glove slashed right off of his hand. But right now, it looks like we're back to 5-on-5, Gord. You were just about right, off by about 5 minutes.
Well, I still think that they cannot start a penalty, delayed penalty, until there's a stop and play on the ice, and they didn't do that, and it should have lasted for about the 8-minute mark.
From the face-off, Knights win it. Will Vernon can't get it through. Justin Pereira is taking his man.
I will Google that when I get home to make sure I got it right, because I'm pretty sure that...
I'm pretty sure you are right, Gord. And that's going to be icing now. 5-on-5 hockey for the first time since probably the first few minutes of the second period.
Well, all this started at about the 12-minute mark, so we ended up with all those penalties, and last 7 minutes of that period was something else.
Rattlers win the draw. Puck comes out to center, but good job by Eric Lowry to cut that off.
The Knights have to take it to them. They can't sit back on this 2-goal league. If not, the Knights will pick them apart. They've got to be aggressive, keep the puck in the own zone, get the shots on goal. They cannot let the Knights get off on their game because, the Rattlers get on their game because they're quick, they're fast, they're mobile, and they can shoot the puck. So they have to play solid. But they cannot sit back and try and hold the lead.
Tyler Sager makes that save, and as I said, Eric Lowry was the latest to score for the Knights of Meaford. There's a look at the Knights bench. The guy that looks like, I can't remember his name right now. Anyway, that's Danny Smith, Director of Marketing, and Head Coach GM Nathan Parrish. I'm sure very happy with the way things are going here tonight as they get ready for the final 4 or 5 games of this season. Get ready for the playoffs.
This is a big game for the Rattlers because Rattlers are just 4 points out of first, and they need this one. They got 2 games in hand and on Seguin.
Here's the upcoming games. The Knights have 3 games remaining now, and Saturday they'll be at home to New Tecumseh, and that's a very important game. It's a fundraiser game called a game for Taryn, and all the proceeds going to the Meaford Hospital Foundation. So if you can get out here Saturday night and be part of that evening, the Knights have special jerseys that they've made up for the game that night. They'll be auctioning off those game jerseys at the end of the night. And as I said, all the proceeds going to the Meaford Hospital Foundation.
Let's see if you can pack the joint and bring everybody out here and give the... Here we go again. And now Connor Long is going to end up getting a penalty, I think.
Connor Long took his man down in front of the goal, but...
And then he gave him an extra shove, and that's going to cost him 4 minutes or 2 minutes in the penalty box.
Andy Romani, again in the center of things here for the Rattlers, but the Knights need to be careful. The 3-goal lead has been whittled down to 2, and you've got this high-powered Rattlers offense, and they buried 9 against the Knights last Sunday night. Knights need to be very careful. Don't need to be giving the Rattlers many opportunities. There's the draw, comes back to the point, and down goes Eric Lowry.
Look, a little bit of a slew foot there as he. I don't think it was intentional.
Being worked around now are Mincionis, and the Knights cleared out. Good job by Will Vernon. Goes right down to goalkeeper Andy Maneri. Here come the Rattlers now, flying up the far boards is Cameron Nealon. Nealon has his shot go off of a stick and into the meshing.
Well, we got 1 minute 29 remaining in the penalty. They've got to keep them on the outside and make sure that their shots are hurried, and they cannot let this power play get rolling because they got some shooters on it, and so far they've been successful all night and haven't given up any power play goals.
And again, as it was, you know, in the last game that we saw, tons of penalties, so that's keeping some of the Knights' star players off the ice. We haven't seen a lot of Callum Queenan tonight because either power play or penalty kill situations. But Justin Pereira getting a ton of ice time tonight, and such a valuable asset to this team. Rattlers moving the puck around quite nicely, but the Knights are doing a great job of keeping them outside, not giving them anything to shoot at all. Working it around now. Here's Carasini. Plays it back. Here comes the shot from well out. Fires another one. Another shot. And out the puck. Out it goes. Great job by Tyler Sager in the Meaford goal to keep that puck out of the net. 35 seconds remaining in the Connor Long penalty. Puck gets dumped all the way back in. Good job by Sager to block that one. Gets it on to teammate and out. 20 seconds now.
Ross Sager playing around with that puck back there. Got a little hairy there for a moment. I thought he was going to lose it, but manages to get up and make sure it was cleared the zone. So
now here come the Rattlers. Probably nice hit. What a hit there by number 66. Daniel Bureau takes his man down. This penalty is just about, it is now over. Tyler Sager covers it up, and the Knights kill off that penalty with 12:30 remaining, holding on to a slim 4-2 lead.
Wow, that was excellent penalty killing at this point in the game because primarily the Rattlers have got a solid power play, but giving them another goal at this juncture in the game would have been detrimental in the sense that they would have been behind the 8 ball real fast. But good, solid defense by those penalty killers. But you can see that the Rattlers are right back on the puck trying to get that next one because that next goal is really important.
Puck comes in behind the net. Out front, but the Knights come away with it now. Here comes Tyler Strutz. He's got Mitch Bolduc. Picks it up off the boards. Daniel Zlega can't handle it. Now here comes Zekanowski. Shot, Tyler Sager. Wow.
Hey, I tell you, that was quite the glove save as he got that big mid out, took that puck out of the air like a seasoned pro, and took a great scoring opportunity away from the Rattlers, and that's what you need. You need everybody working, and right now, up until this point of the game, it's been a solid team effort for the Knights, and much, much different than what they played last week when we saw them on Rogers TV.
Absolutely, a totally different team tonight against these Rattlers, but the Knights always get themselves up for this Bradford Rattlers. They certainly have developed quite a rivalry over the last couple of seasons, and always entertaining hockey to watch. Jason Stone clears the zone, comes out to Lucan. He plays it back. Rattlers seem a little off center here. The Knights have just been playing them so well. Oh, looking for a pass off the boards, but that's going to go too far. Ethan Cornford could not catch up to that one.
Well, the Rattlers being in second place and are having a tremendous season. And like I said, we've in the broadcast that they are vying for first place. and have 2 games in hand over the first place club, so Almaguin, and they need this game tonight. And after beating the Knights 9-0, you would figure they'd be come out and shooting on all cylinders, trying to pick up that 2 points. But Knights have full marks, have stymied them everywhere on the ice surface.
Knights keep it in. That's Skylar Robertson clears it in. Justin Pereira in there battling as he does. Night in and night out, he is taking it. Everybody down there knows that Justin Pereira is on the ice right now. Now, you got McLean and Robertson.
McLean's trying to draw him into another penalty. McLean.
That was number 67, Jack Underhill. There's a big size difference there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. There's no call. I thought there was a penalty, and well, at least nobody's going to the box anyway. So
Knight's teammate grabbed a hold of Jack Underhill and got him out of there, I think for his own safety, too. Not taking anything away from Jack, but McLean is a pretty big-sized boy back there.
He's a big boy, and he's quite mobile, too. So big, important part of the defense on the Rattlers. And
Sager dangerously comes out of the goal to clear the puck. No harm done. Here's Willie Vernon. He's going to play it around now. And that's too far for Jack Underhill to catch up with. Here's Underhill's shot. Oh, my goodness. That changed direction and hit the post.
Wow.
That went off of a skate and just about beat goalkeeper Maneri. What a move. Oh, my goodness.
What a save. Sager got that pad down and beat him.
There's a hooking call coming up here to the Knights. Number 22, Ivan Radetsky of the Bradford Rattlers. What a show he put on. And just about beat. Let's watch this again. Watch Radetsky. Watch this performance.
Yeah, but watch Sager. That's the other thing you got to watch.
Look at the moves. And again, but Sager got the pad out. But then Radetsky, after that, Radetsky kept going, and he drew the penalty on the Meaford Knights. That was entirely due to his effort.
Well, the Rattlers know how to play this game, and they don't quit, so.
So the Knights killing up. Well, why is that net wide open? Oh, my goodness. There's going to be a penalty here, and that's number 17, Sweeney, is heading to the box. He interfered with goalkeeper. This is going to be a goalie interference penalty, I'm almost certain. Looked like the referee was motioning. No, maybe not.
Well, there should have been goaltender interference because he couldn't get back into the, but he did manage to get back and make the stop. There's McLean.
Sweeney, I thought was the referee looked like he was motioning towards the penalty box, but he was actually just telling him to get out of there. Now the whistle goes. Now what's? I guess the net came off the moorings. Yeah, I don't know how Sager got so far out of his goal.
He got interfered with coming back, and as he came back, and he managed to get back for the next shot. But I thought for sure you were right about the interference on the goaltending.
So the Knights clear it down the ice. Here come the Rattlers now. 1:27 remaining in the penalty. They need a goal here if they want to get back into this one. 9 minutes remaining in the third period. And the Knights player was absolutely leveled behind the goal. And Sweeney in the middle of it again. And Jason Stone is going after him. Now he gets a high stick in the mouth. Jason Stone has just gotten himself into a big mess of trouble. Sweeney he just totally annihilated. I think that's Connor Long down there. Let's take a look here. I didn't see the collision, but the puck's going to come in behind the goal. Here's Long, and he was hammered. He was blindsided by Sweeney into the boards. Sweeney should be in the box for that.
Somebody's gone in the penalty box.
Sweeney should have been thrown out of this game long time ago on that hit on the fourth goal.
Yes.
On Eric Lowry. He should have been in the showers a long time before now. I'm not a fan, Sweeney, not a fan. But again, as I've said, you know, throughout this season, that the Knights, Connor Long is in obvious distress. He sat out the last game due to an injury, and now it looks like he's favoring his left leg.
Well, I'm not sure of that or not, because his back, he was not hit from behind, but he never saw it coming, and
he was blindsided by Sweeney, that's for sure.
But I don't know where the face-off, they're pointing the face-off to be deep in the zone to the right of the goaltender.
Certainly hope the Knights keep their composure here. They got a 4-2 lead, 1:15 remaining in their penalty, but I would imagine Sweeney's got a bullseye on his back now. And the Knights of Meaford have proven throughout this season that they'll play any style of game you want. You just tell them and they'll play that kind of game with you.
Well, they're still on the power play. There's a minute 16 left, and for the Rattlers, and so they've got to solve this defense.
Shot, that misses. Daniel McCall, can he get it out? No, he can't. Working the puck around, Nealon tries to wrap around. Now here come the Knights. Puck bounces off of the Rattlers defenseman. Here's a chance, shot right on, bounces. What an effort there by number 66, Daniel Bureau.
Well, Bureau's got a goal tonight, and he almost had another one, but just hit him Maneri right in the middle of the logo in front of his.
Here's Nealon trying to get around his man, he can't.
Great defensive play by number 67, Underhill, as he got that puck at the blue line. Nice job.
That puck goes off of Rattler's stick, so no icing. Will Vernon cannot get it out. Here's number 22, Radetsky. Puck's in front, loose. Good job by Underhill to get his stick in the way. Otherwise, that may have been in the back of the net. Shot right on. Good block at the defense by Will Vernon. Can the Knights get it out? Yes, they can, and here they come. Daniels Lega coming in over the line. Moves, oh my goodness. 7:30 remaining third period. What an exciting game this has been, Gord.
Even with all the penalties, even with all the action, good goaltending at both ends of the rink. And I'll tell you, if it hasn't been for Maneri with the Rattlers, this game would be well in hand by the Knights. They've had some tremendous scoring opportunities, and Maneri has been unbelievable at times.
Tyler Sager, in relief of goalkeeper Rafael Izu, has also done a fantastic job. So 7:01 remaining, or sorry, 6:54 remaining here in the third period. The Knights holding on to a 4-2 lead. There's head coach Nathan Parrish. He will not be breathing until that final buzzer goes. There's Connor Long sitting down below him to the left of him, and let's hope that Connor's no worse for wear. There's a shot. Sager save, another save. Tyler Sager with 3 saves. Jason Stone now has got Sweeney by the face.
You know, Sweeney's been a thorn in their side all night. Stone's going to the penalty box. And Sweeney deserves to go to the penalty box, too, because he was hacking and whacking in front of the net.
Yep.
But he won't get the call.
He's been a pain all night long. And now Stone's going to go to the penalty box. Sweeney gets nothing. Right there. Somebody's been tossed out of the game. Somebody has been tossed. He's pointing to the Bradford. I think it's McLean that's getting thrown out. Now, what's going on here? Somebody's getting tossed for the Bradford Rattlers. Not sure who it's going to be.
The actual face-off is going down the ice, and that's the penalty. I think that's what the
referee was pointing to like he's tossing somebody out of this game. He was pointing at the at the Bradford, the door to their dressing room.
Well, I don't know what where the face-off is coming to, whether it's...
Something, Fagrill has got some issues. I don't know what he's doing out there, but...
Who?
This Fagrill, number 9, look at him.
Yeah.
Number 91, what is wrong with this guy? I've never seen anything like that.
I don't know what his problem is, but I think there's medication for that.
I got some in my pocket. I'll give him one. See how that goes. Not sure what the heck that was. He's doing some sort of a crazy, he's still doing stuff. Oh my goodness. Anyway, should have a camera on, should have a Fagrill cam just to watch this guy. Like, something definitely wrong with that young man.
I'm still trying to figure out why the face-off is going to be down the...
Well, there's another 2 minute, there's offsetting minors now, I guess. 2 minute penalties going to McLean. And now the face-off's coming back. Confusing. Probably an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty going to McLean. Referees even things up. Jason Stone got 2 minutes for
Terry McLean. Been a thorn in the side of Meaford all night.
Unsportsmanlike conduct going to McLean, so something that happened after the fact. And puck was loose, but the referee's going to blow it down. Unsportsmanlike conduct to McLean. And roughing to Jason Stone. But as I said, Sweeney has really caused some problems out there tonight. So he's going to be getting a lot of attention every time he's on the ice from these Knights of Meaford. But they have one more meeting at the end of the season. But again, that's going to be prior to the playoffs. Nobody wants to do anything foolish.
And Rogers will be back next Thursday night recording the game and then having it broadcast on Friday nights at 5 o'clock and, of course, on Saturday mornings at 11. So, folks, Rogers brings you a sports exclusive on Rogers TV. So I hope you enjoy it. And you can let us know. Give us a call. Send us an email. We'll let you enjoy it.
Sweeney's on the ice again. So Will Vernon was having a word with him there. He's again in front of the net, causing havoc. Sager is pushing him away. Sweeney scores. Now Sweeney interfered with goalkeeper Tyler Sager. The referee was standing right there. He took a hack at him with his stick, but the referee chose not to call that. But anyway, it's 4-3. Watch Sweeney here, number 17. Watch. Right. No, that was Sager hitting him, but right there. Right there. And then he hammers the puck home.
Slashed them across the... You know, they've got to do something about the goaltending. If they've got to make that paint a sanctuary. The goal, you can't be in there. And there's some of the incidents in the National Hockey League in the last week or two about goal slashing and all that kind of stuff. And now you see it in the junior games and OHL, and now you're seeing it here with 5 minutes left. We've got 4-3 game, and Bradford on the prowl.
Well, you know the thing with goalkeepers is you shouldn't have to be worried about somebody coming in and hammering you. Your job is in there to stop pucks. That's what your job is, and you're concentrating on that puck. So you're in a prone position where you could get really hurt really bad.
I agree.
So long-winded way of agreeing with you. That's a hand pass. Referee saw it. Now it's a 4-3 game. Now here's Nealon. Nealon and Skylar Robertson having words.
Well, Nealon better not be too... Robertson can fight.
Robertson's very good at drawing penalties, too. Yeah. He's can be as annoying as maybe what Mr. Sweeney can, but... So now you see the Rattlers trying to take advantage of a illegal change, but 4-on-4 hockey here, 5:03 remaining, 4-3 for the Knights of Meaford. They'll be back to 5-on-5 in 8 seconds. Oh, here's Radetsky's shot. Oh, and Sager makes a save. I'm totally impressed with this Ivan Radetsky. I haven't seen this guy play at all this year, but he's put on a performance here for these. Here's a shot in front, scores! Nealon scores. No, the referee's saying no goal. The referee is waving it off because the net was off the moorings. Nealon is furious right now. The referee is saying no goal.
You know what? That's justice. Although it was a really nice pass play, and he had a wide open cage to throw it into, and you're going to see it
Let's
on the
take
replay.
a look here. Where
yeah,
did
but
the
you
net
can see
come
the
off?
net's off the moorings already.
Sweeney is, but the referee's there. He should have saw that. Oh, that was on the Sweeney goal.
So that's Sweeney got the first one.
I thought how fitting it would be that Sweeney was involved in crap again. So, but you need a Sweeney on every team. If he was on your team, you'd love him. So.
Yeah, that's true, you know.
He does play the game hard. That puck goes all the way down. Tyler Strutz is taken in hard, but the Rattlers cannot come away with it. Now they do. Comes to Sweeney. Shot right on, right into the numbers. And Jason Stone wants Sweeney very badly. But Sweeney,
well, Stone's got to be smart. They can't get a penalty now. They got to. There's a case of Parrish has got to get a hold of that guy's sweater and you say, look, we got 4 minutes. You cannot go to the penalty box. You cannot have a vendetta. You got another game
Jason
coming.
Stone is one tough customer, and now we got
Connor Long.
Captain Connor Long heading to the dressing room, and Connor, certainly hope you're all right, buddy.
Dragging that leg a bit. He took a real bad spill into those boards and behind that. He was hurt the moment.
4:23 remaining. Period number 3, the Knights' lead was 4-1. It's now 4-3.
And full marks to Bradford to keep coming back, but it'd be terrible if Meaford loses this game because they've had a dynamite game so far. At least they didn't.
Now the Knights try to get
smart.
it out of there, and they do.
Got to play smart.
Cornford takes his man down, and there's going to be a penalty. Oh, my goodness. Cornford is going to go to the box.
For what?
Interfere, a roughing call. Cornford is going to take the penalty.
For what?
It was a roughing call. He actually did put a fist into the back of the Rattlers player's head and push him down to the ice. So, again, undisciplined penalty. I'm not sure who just left the ice for the Meaford Knights. It might have been Cornford. Not sure exactly. Or was it Jason Stone? Stone may have been, no, Stone's on the ice, so no, it's not him. Must have been Cornford that because there's 2 Meaford Knights in the penalty box, I think. There 1 or 2, I can't tell.
No, there's only 1.
It's hard to tell. Now Daniels Lega is coming back onto the players' bench. And from the face-off, puck goes in deep. Daniel McCall fans on it. Comes around the net. Raditsky with a shot that hits Nealon. Nealon had a goal called back on him, the potential tying goal. Sager stops that, and it gets cleared all the way down. Now here's Justin Pereira. I got to tell you, he's one of my favorite Meaford Knights.
Well,
I love them all, but Justin Pereira, I love his hustle. I love the way he plays the game.
Well, he does play well, and you're right. He's had a tremendous game tonight. Now you got to start looking to see whether they're going to pull the goal.
Radetsky, oh my goodness, that was close.
Now you're looking at the time. You've got 3-something, and they got a penalty. Are they going to pull the goalie with 1:20 in the? I would consider it, to be honest with you. If you got to want first place, you got to start thinking.
Yeah. You need these 2 points if you're the Bradford Rattlers.
You need one of them anyway.
Sweeney's on the ice again. He has been a thorn in the side of the Meaford Knights. He's a skilled player. He plays the game hard. He plays it tough. He gets in those dirty areas. And like I said, playing against him, you don't like him. But if he played for you, you'd absolutely love him. So,
and McLean, number 20, has got the same kind of mold. You know, he causes all kinds of problems. He's tough in front of that net. McLean has it at the blue line.
Play the game the way it should be played. That's exactly what it is. There's Sweeney battling hard in front of the goal. He's being watched very closely. Shot goes right on, and Fagrill just dropped $300 of his allowance money. And he just threw his gloves off. He
doesn't have any more sticks.
He is one odd duck, that young man, I tell you. He threw his gloves up against the wall at the bench, and that's probably what he's thinking. There goes my, I'm not eating this month. I just send a message back home. Judging by his name, he's from Sweden.
Well, I'll tell you, if he's from Sweden, he was some ticked off about that stick breaking because he was set up beautifully and got nothing on the shot whatsoever.
McLean tries to come through. He's mugged by Julian Delp. Sweeney's in there. He's taken down, but Sweeney's got a hold of Delp's stick. Takes a shot in the face for it. Moving the puck in, comes back to McLean. McLean fires, Sager with a save. Sweeney cross-check to the ice. He took that shot right in the kidneys from Jack Vernon, from Will Vernon. Sweeney, you got to be expecting that kind of attention, my friend.
Yeah. And you know, when you're playing hockey in that kind of, you're in the kitchen, man. You got to be able to bake, and he's not. He certainly got hammered while he was there. So trying to cause havoc in front of the goal. I don't see any timeouts yet. 2:14 remaining. Goaltender can still come out of the goal. 22 seconds left in the power play. 4-3 hockey game. Whoa, that's exciting.
I think we'll be seeing the Rattlers. Well, at this point right now, might be a good time to call your timeout if you're the Rattlers.
Well, they've been sitting around, waiting around already. They don't need a timeout, but officials have managed to give them all kinds of time to get a rest.
Yeah, that's true. Now here comes Radetsky, one of my favorite Rattlers on the night. He's circling around, ragging that puck, takes a look, gets it back to the point. That bounces off of the skate, off of Eric Lowry. Mitsionis circles around the net. Lowry's got to be careful. Good job, Eric Lowry, and he gets knocked down. The Knights are now back to even strength. Going to be icing.
Well, that's the right move to make. If you're not sure, you ice the puck, and they'll take their time getting down there to get the face-off.
I don't think Daniel McCall was aware that the penalty was over, so
I don't either.
1:41 remaining, and looks like we've got a timeout, Bradford.
And the puck, I think the goalie's coming out. I think
goalie should be out now.
Yeah. Well, I
think you're right.
It's you've got 1:41 remaining. Play 6-on-5. Got a good shot. Call the timeout. Bradford coach is no fool. He knows how to play this game.
There's Coach GM on the right-hand side. That's Sean Worth. And the other head coach, I'm not entirely certain what his name is. He's new to the team this year, but Sean has been a long-time fixture with the Rattlers. I didn't get to talk to him tonight. Him and I are able to sit down and have a discussion prior to the game and just talk about the game and then just about everything else.
The big thing that they have to do at this point in time is that they must take control of the puck. They've got to win this faceoff in their own zone and then get the puck down the ice. But they managed. They didn't pull a goalie to surprise me.
Did not pull the goalie.
With this length, I would have
shot right on. Sager makes the save.
Goalie's moving, so I wouldn't be. I don't understand. I don't
understand why they just pull him.
But they have to. Yeah, and they have to win again. Meaford has to win the draw. Didn't win it.
So the Rattlers win the draw and get it deep. He is still not coming under the goal. And for good reason. Here come the Knights. Tyler Strutz with a chance. Now goalkeeper Maneri heading to the bench. But the Knights are going to come away with it.
Sweeney was stood up right at the blue line. A good body check, good solid check.
And right now, that was number 8. That was Mitch Bolduc had a hold of his leg. He wasn't letting him go. Knights could not bring that one in. Daniel McCall. Puck goes all the way down the ice and goes wide.
Now I think you're going to see Parrish call a timeout.
56.3 seconds remaining.
Parrish should call his timeout, have his players that he wants out on the ice because that was an icing. He wants to give these guys a break. But he's not going to do it either, so. Now they win the draw. Nice work. Couldn't get it out, though.
Puck comes around the net. Will Vernon, can he get it out? Tyler Strutz does. Here's a chance on the open net. Strutz fires, scores! Tyler Strutz buries it in the empty net, and the Knights have a 5-3 lead with 41.6 seconds. Look at the work of Tyler Strutz.
Well, we talked about it at the beginning of the contest about the fact that Strutz was struggling a bit, but tonight he's come through. He had an assist on the first goal, and he got that one. You could see he made no mistake as he went down the left side of the ice surface and waited, and of course, almost waited too long as the Rattlers almost got back to block him off, but that pretty well puts this one in the books. Pick up the 2 points tonight.
The Knights needing this win tonight to keep the New Tech Civics behind them in the standings, but more important, this game was more important to the Rattlers, but the Knights get the opportunity to play spoiler here.
Well, after giving up 9 goals on Sunday and then coming back here on Thursday night against the same club and then beating them.
Jack Underhill is absolutely nailed. Now that's not going to go well. Now Eric Lowry's going to go and talk to Martiska. The Rattlers want to do this with 8 seconds remaining.
No class if that's what's going to happen.
We'll see if Sweeney comes out on the ice. The referee's going to tell him what? Go to the bench. Take a look here. Again, it was a clean hit, but it was an unnecessary hit at this juncture of the game.
Well, he was dead down. I was surprised the other night on the OHL game there was a call for blindsiding, and I said, where the heck that come from? I went and looked up on Google, and there is a penalty for blindsiding, and that's exactly what that is. He was unprotected. Yep. He was not. He did not see him coming, and he was bent over and blindsided and hit, and that should have been. Face-off is just outside the blue line with about 8 seconds to go, and then this one's in the books, and Rattlers are not happy about losing this one.
No, they definitely needed these 2 points, but not to be tonight. The Knights full marks.
Oh, you can say that again.
For their victory. Sweeney is on the ice. I don't know why the coaches would stick him out there. And Sweeney gets cross-checked by Daniel McCall. Sweeney just out there to cause trouble again at the end, so referee's trying to get Sweeney needs to get out of there, and also number 4 on Bradford, Hunter Frederick, needs to get out of there.
Haven't seen Frederick all night. He's in there causing some problems. So
yeah. All right, so that's gonna do it for us. I don't think we have much time left with all those penalties being called in the second period. Congratulations to the Knights of Meaford on a hard-fought win tonight a 5-3 victory over the Bradford Rattlers. They got us on camera over here, Gord, so we need to be looking over here at the...
We do.
Is it that one? Yeah, over here at the robot. So, again, not certain exactly how much time we got left, Gord, but season winding down. The Knights have 3 games remaining. Honestly, I don't think they can finish any further than 5th, but tonight's victory very important to keep, to play the part of spoiler for the Rattlers, but also to keep them ahead of the New Tech Civics for 5th place.
Well, but the thing is, the playoffs are coming. They got to use the last 3 games to get themselves in gear and get themselves up to that level where they know that they've got to come bring a different game when the playoffs start around. And of course, they will be going probably against either Ville-Marie or
probably New Tech. Sorry, not New Tech, but Temiskaming.
Temiskaming. Yeah. They will. That's
my guess at this point. Yeah.
Regardless, they got to get themselves in playoff mode.
Yeah.
And this is a good hockey club. And what they have to do is start believing in themselves. And they're good coaches. They've got some good kids that are playing on this team. So I just think basically they have to realize that they have the ability and they can do it. They proved it tonight. The Rattlers are a tremendous hockey club. They came in here with something on the line. Meaford stood up and beat them. They've got to take this into the dressing room and realize that they can do it. And I really I see good things going to happen for Meaford if they have that mentality. If they don't, then but they've got to take these 3 games are prep for the playoffs.
That's right. Okay, Gord, I think that's going to do it for us for this one tonight. We've got one more home game left here on Rogers Sports exclusive Meaford Knights hockey. That's next Thursday night. Who are they playing? Can't remember now.
New Tech.
New Tech. No, it was New Tech on Saturday.
New Tech on Saturday.
Seguin. Playing the Seguin Huskies. And be sure to join us then. And for all of our wonderful cameramen tonight and our executive producer, Mark Perry, I'm Rob Leonard and Mr. Gord Chapman. We'll see you next time on Knights of Meaford Hockey.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media. This is Rogers TV, Grey County.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a lot more? If he gets in his car, he'll face costs exceeding $20,000. Does he realize he could have a criminal record for his choice to drive? And it could be much worse if he crashes. I wonder what he'll be thinking tomorrow.
Have a hold on 1 at 15.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Can't run. You can't escape. We'll see about that.
I'm gonna count down. I'm gonna do it. 100.
But so much more.
That's hockey stuff right there.
This is Rogers TV, Grey County.